Welcome into the Recruiting Roundup powered by Rock and Refuel Spring Football Edition. JasonJuleScout.com. I'm Jared Cohen. We're taking our show out on the road over the next few weeks, starting today at Saguaro High School. A lot of huge prospects out here. We're going to talk about a few of them today. Even with the departure of a guy like Christian Kirk, this team is still loaded. But speaking of loaded, so many offers to get to over the past week, Jason. Starting with Louisville that offered 10 players, 4 from 2 teams, one of them being here from Saguaro. Also 4 from Chandler. They offered N'Keal Harry, who was offered by Utah this week. They offered Mason Moran, who was also offered by Air Force in the last week. Colby Taylor, as well as Chase Lucas. And over at Saguaro, Byron Murphy picks up another offer from Louisville. Same thing goes for Caden Lyles, but there's also 2 guys from Saguaro that we have not yet mentioned that are on our radar that picked up their first offers, and very substantial ones at that.
Yeah, we've talked about all those other kids. Louisville, they also offered Garrett Rand and Marshall Nathy as well. But let's focus on the 2 guys that got their first offers, Corey Stevens and Robert Branch Williams, 2 underclassmen here at Saguaro. You look at Stevens, he's played left tackle, started every game for him last year on their state championship team. About 6'3", 285-pound kid, first team all-section player, guy that Coach Mons is really high on and thinks that he has a future at the next level as an interior offensive lineman, either being a center or a guard. Mons says because the kid has above a 4.0 GPA, which is absolutely ridiculous, thinks center could be his spot at the next level. Then looking at Branch Williams, guy that's looking to fill in now in this dynamic offense, Christian Kirk being gone, and Mons compared him to a player down at U of A, Devontae Neal, thinks he has that much ability.
UNLV has come in, offered 3 players in the last week with their new coaching staff.
Yeah, the first one was Brophy quarterback Kade Knox. Now this is 3 offers for Knox, and I expect him to really blow up here over the spring evaluation period, but got that offer from the Rebels. John Akwali, North Canyon wide receiver, that's his 4th offer for him. And then Jacob Shazik, big linebacker down at South Point, gets the offer from UNLV, but that was not the only offer he received that day. Was also offered by Air Force and by Navy.
Yeah, and we also mentioned Shazik is also one of the top tight ends to watch for the upcoming season. Just a great all-around football player. Jason, up next, let's talk about Stephen Bailey, a talented offensive lineman I know has been on your radar for quite some time. 2 offers in the past week.
Yeah, I was out at Centennial on Monday, was out at their very first spring ball practice. He's kind of changed his body. He's firmed up a little bit and looks really good. He's about 6'3" and 285 pounds. Got an offer from Air Force. I got his first offer from Northern Arizona, so got those 2, and he's a guy that I can expect to continue to get offers as the spring rolls on.
Idaho has come in and offered 2 very talented players, guys that you have tabbed in the past that could really blow up this spring and in the coming fall.
Yeah, I really like Roy Lopez, the 2A lineman out of Mesquite. Second offer for him, Northern Arizona offered, and then Idaho as well. I think he's an offensive lineman, at the next level, maybe because I was no lineman. I played in college, but Roy says that a lot of schools, including Idaho, are looking at him as a defensive tackle. Then staying out in the East Valley, Idaho also offered Kyler Burke, the talented kind of slash player, wide receiver, running back at Hamilton High School. His first offer was from South Dakota State, so now he has 2 offers, including this one from Idaho.
Desert Ridge's Tavian Patrick is top 10 in the state this season in the 100-meter dash, a speedster. He picked up his first offer for what he does on the football field this week.
Yeah, and Desert Ridge's offense, he's a wide receiver, but they like to run the football and what Coach Hathcock does. But Tavian was a very dynamic returner last year, and he got his first offer from Air Force.
And finally, the last player, so many players mentioned, Christian Skiptaris picks up an offer from NAU.
Yeah, local offer. Northern Arizona also has an offer from Cornell. NAU likes to use those tight ends, R.J. Rickard, Dejon Walker, guys like that. They've used in the past, so they're looking to continue that trend and get some local tight end prospects.
And finally, Jason, before we're done with this roundup, we're out here at Saguaro. You watch this practice, so much talent around. What really stands out to you about this squad?
Really, what Jason Mons does and the organization out here, they have so much talent, but there's really not a whole lot of egos. When you come out here, the kids are all great, and True does very well, very respectful kid. So hands down, give it up to Jason Mons and what he's been able to accomplish out here at Saguaro High School.
That's JasonJuleScout.com. I'm Jared Cohen. This has been a spring football edition of the Recruiting Roundup, powered by Rock and Refuel Varsity.